This foolish man was so eager to taste the meat cooking in the pot, that he ignored the heat rising from the stove, and tried to reach into the pot with his hand to grab a piece. But his excitement got the best of him, and he accidentally tipped over the pot of hot soup. Jingxian, who was an excellent lead surgeon, ended up burning his valuable left hand at that moment. The painful look on his face deeply unsettled his foster father beside him, who suddenly remembered the scar Jingxian once showed him, and bitterly said that it was a gift from his foster mother. Now seeing Jingxian's red swollen hands again, the old man suddenly felt sharp pain in his head and screamed loudly. His foster mother, seeing this, thought Jingxian had hurt her husband, so she accused him without even trying to understand the truth. Jingxian didn't want to explain further, and quickly rushed to the hospital. After treatment, his left hand turned out to be fine. With some rest, he could still perform surgery as usual. The doctor reassured him he could return to surgery soon, as long as he rested well. His hand would recover completely. When Mingqiu learned her father fainted because of Jingxian, she found him and angrily slapped him across the face. After all, her father was a patient and should not be treated like that. Seeing his ex-girlfriend once again provoked by his foster mother, Jingxian didn't want to argue with her, since he was already seen as someone unforgivable. Explaining would be pointless. Before he could recover from being hit, Mingqiu's younger brother blocked his path again. Jingxian could only find the situation ridiculous. He didn't expect the whole family to trouble him together. They all believed he had harmed his foster father. When Taishan heard about it, he immediately went to visit his father-in-law at the hospital, and from his mother-in-law's words he thought Jingxian was to blame again. He believed his son-in-law's cruelty had gone beyond reason, so Taishan decided he could no longer let Jingxian manage Sky Hospital, and planned to find someone else to take his position. This time Jingxian accepted everything without a word, because no one would believe him no matter what he said. But then he noticed something strange with his operating hand. He couldn't even hold a pen properly. Worried, he went back for another checkup. The doctor firmly said there was nothing seriously wrong, and that his temporary weakness was normal. Just as Jingxian started to feel relieved, during an important signing, he again failed to hold the pen steady, and suddenly panic took over him. Even his close friend noticed something was wrong, and anxiously asked what happened to his hand. So Jingxian hurried to the hospital for another examination, but the doctor believed the problem was psychological, likely caused by a past burn incident, and said facing similar situations again might trigger fear. To heal his hand, he would first need to heal his inner scars. Hearing this answer left Jingxian in complete despair, because the pain his foster mother gave him could never fade. Looking at his miserable state, Jingxian released all his anger toward his foster father, blaming him for protecting the one who hurt his mother, which led him to where he was today. And now the old man lay in bed without taking any responsibility. Jingxian poured out all his frustration, then left unwillingly after venting. But what he didn't know was that his foster father had only pretended to sleep. Since that day's shock, his mind had actually recovered. When Mingqiu's mother saw her adopted son leaving her husband's ward again, she thought he had done something inside. This completely infuriated Jingxian, for he believed his life had been destroyed by his foster mother. So he grabbed the old woman's arm and threatened her in anger. Mingqiu's brother tried to step in and stop him,